Thank you so much for joining us. So tell us, Portia, what is the title of your chapter and what made you name the chapter what you did?
So, the title of my chapter is Finding Love in Unexpected Circumstances. The reason why I chose this was because this is actually the beginning process of where I fell in love with Jesus. Now, the crazy thing is, when you hear this, you will probably think, like, how does that go together? And so many years of my life, whether it was trying to find love for myself or just finding love, period, never did I imagine that it would be through loss, that it would begin a journey of a beautiful story of finding out just how much God loves me. And then through so many circumstances, whether it be shame or whether it be anger, it was so many things that kind of led to feeling like I have a real relationship with Christ and finding out just how truly in love with me he is
Mm,
and how much he cares
mm.
about me. The first loss I dealt with would be my son. And then after my son, it was my dad. So that is what my chapter deals with. Two deep losses, but very different.
Yeah, your chapter is quite powerful in dealing with both losses and the difference between the two. Why should they buy this book, Minister Portia, and read your story?
So, when it comes to my story, both losses were very different. And so, the first part of it was dealing with shame. And then the second loss, when it came to my dad, it was dealing with anger. But it's for the person who either is dealing with loss and they really don't understand how God could take this and turn it into something beautiful. So many times we're in the midst of a place, and when we experience loss and we experience pain and we experience discomfort,
Yeah.
never did we imagine that God has anything greater,
Ooh,
because all we can see is
yeah,
what's in front of us. And
yeah.
so it allows the opportunity, whether it's through my story or any story that they find in a book, they get to see the other side, even though they have not yet traveled to the other side. So it allows them to get, and it won't be the same because every loss is different. So every loss for them is different. It feels different. The journey is different, but it's a chance to be able to, whatever hope you couldn't give yourself, you get to grab a glimmer of hope from these pages and hear stories that God is no perspective of person. And what he did for us, he
That's
will
right.
do for them if you just get through the process. So it's like you buying this books give you an opportunity to lock in, as my students say, with someone who has may not again look exactly like your journey, but it's hard to walk alone. I know one of the things is that even through the book, they'll be able to see that it wasn't until I allowed myself to be open to those around me, the resources and help and love that God had provided around me, to be able to tap into those. And so it's like this book gives you an opportunity to connect with someone that you can walk with, even though you may not be able to walk with them physically, you get a chance to walk with them as you walk through each story.
Ooh, awesome. Love it. But was there ever a point in either of the journeys for you that you told God no?
To me, it felt like when I said yes to him at the beginning as a child, I never expected what my yes was actually saying. I remember being angry with God when it came to my dad. So there were times where I was praying, but I was very open about, listen, I'm
Yeah.
praying for somebody else. I
Yeah.
kept it short. I kept it sweet. We don't even need to pretend. I'm
Yeah.
angry with you.
Yeah.
I'm angry with your
Sure.
decision.
Yeah.
And so that would be the one place that I felt like there was a disconnection of, there was no yes, there was no, I'm not even present in this
Yeah.
moment because
Yeah.
I do not understand what you are doing or the
Yeah.
decision that you've made.
Yeah. I found myself in that same place, and I'm sure a lot of people do too. When you got to that place of, hey, God, I'm getting it now.
Man, when I really think about it, is when that same year my dad passed. So I felt tricked. I felt tricked out of peace. So I felt angry. And so going through that process, it was actually through transparency and vulnerability. being able to be honest
Hmm.
about how I felt, being honest with him. The way it unfolded for me is God showing me how patient he was. I discovered what love looks like. And again, he's dropped it throughout different people in my life where I've actually been like, oh, this is what it is. So, going through this process, what I feel is that I can be authentic with you and you love me still. I can be angry with you long enough to be able to carry what I have. I don't have to be fake with you. You don't have to pretend with
So,
me. I loved you in your mess. I love you even now.
yeah,
Even with you being angry, I know you're angry with me, and I'm still going to pour into you.
yeah,
I'm still going to wake you up in the morning. I'm still going to show you grace. I'm still going to show you how much I'm still going to give you peace. I'm going to show you that I will never leave you nor forsake you. The things that he does to show me
yes.
that no man, no nothing on earth will
Praise
love you
God.
as much. And so I always have you in mind. This relationship with God,
Mhm.
it has allowed me to be able to know that no matter what you experience, I won't leave you. And I know it hurt you, and it wasn't the intention to hurt you, but this person was belonged to me. And
Right.
so whatever decision was always mine, but I will cover you. The more he shows me who he is, the more I fall in love with him. He done tricked me
Absolutely.
into falling in love with him.
How could you not love a God like that?
I thought that I had this relationship with Christ. It was more so once it got to the process of my dad, where I realized that just because you may know of someone,
Mhm.
it's a difference between knowing of someone and being associated with them
Mhm.
versus having a relationship with them. And
Absolutely.
so when I accepted him, of course, I felt like it, and it's not until you journey through that rough patch where you really find out whether we got something going on or
Right.
if we just been talking this whole time. And that's how it was for me. We've been talking this whole time. I figured because I was serving, whether it was in church or serving other things,
Mhm.
that service for me signified, oh, we are in this. But it wasn't until I hit that where you angry and you mad at me and you don't like the decision and what you're experiencing is unexpected. Do you trust me? Do you love me enough? And so that is one of the things that I would say that it's not until there where I really am starting to get a chance to be able to just fall deeper into that.
Any last encouraging words for anyone that is experiencing a deep loss?
So my last word is you will get through this. It may not feel like it. It's not going to be a quick process. Even as it continues to unfold, there will be times where you may not even feel like you can go further, but you will get through this.
You heard it from Portia. You will get through it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. Bye.
Coaching the whole person and going higher together with life coach and minister Michelle.